everybody, it's Christine Bertram, and I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's time for a showcase showdown. No, I can you guys tell I used to watch The Price is Right when I was a kid? I think that was always on before I had to get on the school bus or something, but the showcase showdown, right? But no, we're here for the January showcase. Yay! So Holly's already here. Here's Nedra, and there's Karen and Connie. Wow, you girls are right on time. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. There's Linda Scott. Linda, I know I need to email you back. What's happened, you guys? Hi, Dee. Hi, Jenna. I've been telling people. Oh, you guys, I got it up right away. I'm so excited. So, I came up for air. So I'm not completely out of the water yet, but since Thursday, like last Thursday, Friday, hi Rose, hi Karen Stick, hi Catherine, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 22 cards were designed. And prior to that, there was probably 10 cards designed, somewhere around that amount. And so it's one of those things, and you guys have been watching me for a little while. You can't be in two places at once. I can't be doing two things at once. I just can't do it all. You think I'm Wonder Woman, but I'm not. I'm just me. And when I'm doing one thing, I can't do another thing. And so when I saw Linda Scott's name pop up, I'm like, yep, Linda, I have an email from you, and I know that you sent me some information about your check, and I did see it. I just haven't had a chance to like look it up, and you're right. You're right. I just need to take 3 seconds to get through. I have some emails, you guys, is what I'm getting at. But you guys hear that from me all the time because I don't have anybody helping me check my emails. And so for those that are new to watching me, just know I'm kind of like a one-woman show with an amazing support a support team of helpers that help me wherever I need help. And so when it comes to emails, though, I'm the only one that's checking emails. I'm the only one that answers my phone. And so I always appreciate when you guys are super patient with me. And I am as patient with you as my mom taught me to be, which is extremely patient. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Penny Powell, my sunshine friend. Don't KM. Don't KM. I don't know what KM is. Kilometers? Or is that, yeah. So yes. So you guys, email is always a great way to get a hold of me. Hi, Carol Alanis. Email is always a fabulous way if you're not in a rush for an answer. Like, it gives me time to get to my computer and like get to my books. Like this, you guys, this is like, now this is my, like a lot of people see this in my lives. This is my Purplicious book. Like, this is my class sign up from the month or the year of 2023. Okay, so like I love purple. You guys might know that a little bit. I love purple, and this is gonna stay as my Purplicious book. And to honor my bees, the Be Happy Stampers, I have a new binder here, and it's been hard because I have to make sure that I can see my numbers on the left-hand side here, and I've gone through 3 iterations of printing this, and I thought I had it good. And when I put it in here, the numbers are in the crack. We don't want numbers in a crack. And so I just literally got this printed yesterday. And so now I have to take where I was logging everybody's names already, right? I've already got names logged through the whole year, and I need to merge them into my new yellow book, which is what I'm going to use for my signups for the rest of, for 2024. So for people who have been sending me, like I got Karen's list here. Oh, that's a different list. But she did send me a list of class signups. People have been sending me their lists for the year. Hi, Karen Woods. Hi, Barbara Godby. I amaze you. Well, I amaze myself sometimes too. It's pretty crazy that like if I have things written on a list, everybody, like I can make things happen. If I don't have something on a list, it doesn't happen always. I have to like have it up there. Hi, Barbara Rudolph. Happy holidays to you too, and to everybody out there. So I'm excited for my new yellow book. I love my purple book, and so I'm trying to like, because I'll carry both with me for a while, because as long as I have 2023 past classes still available, like we have here, we're down to like, you guys, I'm pretty amazed. For the last 5 months or so, I've been sharing past classes at the end of this video, and it's your opportunity to see what I have available from the past that you are still eligible to get free with order or to pay for it. So we've gotten it down to these boxes and a few I have a couple ink, paper, scissors as well, but I don't keep them in those little boxes. Hi, Marlene from Canada. Yay! Hi, Laura Sullivan. And so we're transitioning out of one year and into another year. And so that's exciting, but it's also challenging at the same time. I'm always happy when I get the schedule printed. So like if for those, I like to go over this stuff every time, especially for those that are newer or maybe you don't remember. So it's always good to hear. I have a hair that's like right there. So I'm always excited to get this schedule printed and ready for the new year. The other thing that's amazing for you guys this year, what I did, Kelly Lamb, my cousin and my marketing guru, who helps do my paper pumpkin videos, she helped me put together this lovely document. It's got 2 sides on it. I'm going to show you where to find this. I did not print this for everybody and put it in your envelopes. I just put this out on my website, and I'm going to show you where it is. Where for the schedule, you guys, I printed about 450 copies of this bad boy. And for those that got Christmas cards or catalogs from me, hi Gwen Simmons, hi Mary Lemke, I was able to put them into your envelopes. So big believer in lists. Oh yes, lists, definitely, Rose. I need lists. And I'm the type of person that if I did it, I'll put it on my list just to cross it off. Hi, Diane Bogenhagen. Hi, Sue Spigner. So lots of things that we're going to go over with you today. I have no idea how long this is going to last. Just know that if you have to come and go for any reason, or if you miss anything, or you got to come back to it, the replay lives on forever. In my YouTube channel, you can always find it. Just look for like January showcase, and as it's more current, you'll find it in the beginning of my list. But if stuff is older, you might do a search for it. But I get that question a lot. Like, I can't make the class when it actually is. Can I watch the replay? Of course, yes, always. I always say always, absolutely. That's the great thing about YouTube. You can catch the replay. So if you miss a class that I do on a YouTube Live, you can always catch the online version. If you can't make it to an in-person version for some reason and you get your kits, you can still watch the YouTube Live class as well. Caution, craft cat owners, don't leave your heat gun plugged in unattended. Sir Lancelot tried to burn down my craft room while I went to the mailbox. Walked in the house, was full of smoke, Penny. Oh my goodness. Okay, duly noted. No glue guns left with cats unattended. I could see Bigger Tigger or Hunky Doodle or Honeybee doing that. But I hope that everything is okay. So in that you don't have a big cleanup on aisle 9, hopefully. A little smoke hopefully will get cleared out. But that could have been worse if you would have been gone longer. Definitely. So, all right. So I don't know. I have a plan in my head of what we need to get through, but I have no idea how long it's going to take. So again, hi Sherry Martin. If you're newer to me, this might be overwhelming. That is why I put together a high-level overview of everything we offer, and it's a lot. You think this girl's crazy? She kind of is a little cray-cray. So this one was my core class, the monthly class. I started doing this one back in 2016, and then I added on the Sweet Bundle class. That's why they're at the top of the list. And then I added on a class called Let's Just Stamp that I do with Diane Bogenhagen. We design the cards together, and she teaches the online in-person version, and I do the online. And then I started doing an ink, paper, scissors. And then in May, Diane took on the the challenge of doing ink, paper, scissors in person with our community here in town. And so she does the in-person version for that, and I do the online. And then I started partnering with Rose Coleman in Canada, and she teaches the Technique Club class via YouTube Live, and I kit up her cards here in the States, and she kits up this Sweet Bundle class here for her gals in Canada. So these are both, if you're in Canada, you could get either the Sweet Bundle class or the Technique Club class. Rose Coleman is your amazing demonstrator that you want to get in touch with to reach out to her for kits for either of those classes. Now, she offers other things too. If you're in Canada, she does a scrapbooking class as well, and other ad hoc classes. Hi, Mary Carls. I do a quarterly order-based class, and recently, in the last 6 months, Diane took on the task of also doing that in person. You guys, I don't have more nights free because I do so many classes. So Diane took on the tasks this year, the challenges of doing these 2 classes in person, and she's been loving it. She also now recently started doing Stamp-a-Stacks with me, where I do the online version, and she teaches the in-person version. And then I have game nights, memories and more classes. I do a beginner's class We do bingo in person only. And then I am a craft roulette guest on Mary Gunn twice a year. I used to do it 3 times a year, but she gave me one night back to have a date night on a Friday. And then I'm like, I like that, having an extra night. So twice a year, I do craft roulette. I'm already on the calendar for next year. And then I have so all of this stuff here is basically kitted up classes except for craft roulette. Where when you flip it over, you guys, this section up here are my non-kitted classes that are hosted by Cards by Christine. So Paper Pumpkins, kit classes, mystery, card nights, share, create, inspire. And then there are more classes and past classes available on my schedule here. And the past classes are listed at the back end of the schedule. So there's other things that I host, like used stamp sales, the DSP sampler, product shares, swapping, different retreats that I do for demonstrators and everybody. So like I'm starting for the first time this year a Stampin' Fun in the Sun. So if those that are loving my retreats, like my Winter Creative Escape Retreat or the autumn one, that's for demonstrators only. But if you want to come to what is going to be a new one called Stampin' Fun in the Sun, all are welcome. And I'm hosting a Friday Fun Day 3 times a year. It's kind of like you come in and work on what you want. And I provide lunch and fun and prizes and goodie stuff. And then my whole team has a section here of things that I offer my Be Happy stampers, like quarterly meetings, parties, swapping, celebrations, training for my team, and a team auction. So that is an awesome document. I was so pleased. It's like I had a mind thing going, like what I wanted it to look like, and Kelly helped me get it in paper. Hi, Vonda. Hi, Sherry Parker. Hi, Becky Schlossnagel. Thanks for sharing, Diane. So that is a good point. Hi, Deanna Stell. This is the video that once a month I do to showcase what's coming up for the following month. I have heard people love the fact that you can see the cards in the video. You can decide, oh, I want to do that class. Nope, I'm good. I don't want to do it. This video allows you to see even the fun folds just to get a handle on what is coming up. And this is the video that I also like to share with you that I have a VIP group. I have a lot going on, and I'm not the most religious person about adding people to my VIP group. If you're a customer that purchase like product-based classes from me or product from me, or if you're on my team, you can be invited to my VIP group. And so this is the video where I get a few people reaching out to me after the fact that say, hey, can I be part of your VIP group? Like, yep, let's get you in there. So my VIP group, once a month, I share this video in there, and I say anybody who shares this YouTube video gets entered into a drawing for a half-off bundle. And so I give away a half-off bundle every month to somebody in my VIP group. So if you are not part of it and you fit that criteria, don't hesitate to reach out, and also share the video from here. And then once I make the post, that's where you comment in there, and it's an honor system. I trust that you shared it, and if you comment that you shared it, you get in on the drawing. So hi, Marlene, Merry Christmas to you as well. Okay, so let's go back to this. This document right here. I just want to share with everybody where it is, in case you're wondering. I think I just saw a message that Marlene was wondering where I'm from. I am from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I'm right here. This is the state of Wisconsin, and I'm right in the middle here of the Fox Valley. We have Green Bay, Appleton, Madison, Milwaukee, and I'm kind of like right in the middle of them in like the meat of my thumb there. So I want to share with you guys where you can find this documentation. I have a website, and it's called cardsbychrisb.com. That confuses people. It's not cardsbychristine.com. Somebody else had it. So I go by Chris in my life. Like I'm Chrissy or Chris or Christine. I'm really whatever you want to call me, as long as you don't call me late for dinner, right? So it's cardsbychrisb.com. And when you're on your phone, that's called a hamburger, or when you're on your computer, it's under the blog and news section. So it says blog and news, and then under newsletters and files. So I used to write a monthly newsletter from like 2016 until about a year ago, and we let it go about a year ago, and you guys have been okay with it. But it's still called newsletters and files, and it's under the files here, where it's the first document, Cards by Christine Offering Overview. When you click on that, it will open up this document for you to print or download. And so that's where you can access it. All right. The next one on here, for those that want to know where to find my schedule that don't have it already, it's the second one here, Cards by Christine, January through June 2024 schedule. When you open that, it opens this document right here and you can print it. Now, I do have people on my team. Hi, Patricia Settle. Go Packers, yes. Go Packo. I don't watch any football. I mean, I like football. If I had to pick a sport out of everything, I would pick football, but I don't have time to watch it. I stamp. So for those that like to plan the whole year, I do have a 2024 schedule. So the only difference between these two documents is that your extras are listed out. So I have here extras in January, February, March, April, May, June. I ended it at June, but for the 2024 schedule, it goes out to extras through December. Otherwise, the core classes, I got a little bit strategic about paper saving, and we changed up the schedule for if you guys might have noticed it, there is a change. Like, instead of having all that verbiage all the time, what we did is, okay, well, monthly classes on Mondays, or monthly classes on Saturdays, or monthly classes on Thursdays, and then we just inserted all the dates. And so you already have a year's glance at all of these first section things that are the core things that we do every month. And then we've got the team stuff and then the extras. So just so you guys that are, especially those that are new to me, you might not know that that's in here. Like, I got to take out the online exclusives. It takes work to keep up with stuff, but that's where you guys can find my stuff. The other thing that's going to be very important for you guys to know is going to the events. And I just wanted to tell you that I'm working on getting everything in here. I'm not there yet, but I'm close. If you click on any one of, hi Anna Carter, thanks for doing the thumbs up. If you click on any one of these, that's going to tell you, whoa, who's calling? Irene. All right. Sorry, Irene. We're going to have to, I'll call you back. So this is where you can click on like the product share that I have going on, the DSP sampler. And then here's the spring mini catalog. Once I get cover photos created, like for this one, the Be Mine Suite, that's when you'd actually see in the event that the cards are done. If the cards are not done, what you would, oops, that's join my team. Hang on, let's go back to events. If the cards are not quite done yet, so it'll say cards under construction, which I'm trying to think if I have any done right now. I'm trying to tell you guys this because generally I am in the process of going through and it looks like empty for February, March. It looks light because I haven't added in everything. So for example, this class, right, I want to find one here. It has cards under construction. That means the cards aren't designed. It's too far out. We don't even know what we're doing in May, but I have already created the calendar that says we're having class this day with Rose. So you know when the classes are. So I'm working on building this whole events calendar for all of 2024. It's going to take me about, I would have to say, 5 to 8 more hours to build this all out. And eventually, before the end of the year, you guys will be able to toggle through this entire calendar and see everything like by date, and it'll just say cards under construction. So for that, those are important things to know, especially if you're new to me. Like, where do you find my stuff? Okay, so let's get that over there. Hi, Christy Wilcher. All right. So what I plan to do with you guys today is go through January. We've talked about this. How do you get signed up? If you're new and watching this for the first time, all you have to do is tell me you want to take a class, right? Knowing the name of the class is very helpful. If you say to me, well, what was those 4 cards and they were red and yellow? I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's probably the Be Mine Suite, but do you want Rose's Be Mine or do you want mine? Because we had a little overlap this month. I will apologize. We don't try to overlap within the same month, but I had the suite class designed, and with Diane and I worked on that already like 3 or 4 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago maybe. And then Rose chose to do that also, which is perfectly fine because she had the bubble wrap technique that she wants to do with it, and she thought it would be perfect with it. And I'm like, that's fine. We love bees, right? We're the bee heavy stampers, so we don't mind having more bee stuff. Hi, Ileana. All right. So if you want to get signed up for anything, all you have to do is reach out to me. Email, call, text. What people do is generally after they watch this showcase, they make a list of what they want to take, and they send me one email or one communication that says, I want to take these 3 classes, or I want to take these 2, or I want to take them all. And what happens is once I know what you want to take for the month, then I can figure out, well, I'm shipping these 2 classes together at the same time. and I'm shipping these 2 classes at the same time. So I can give you some reduced pricing on the front end if I know what you want to take. Whereas if you say, I want this class and you pay for it, and then I want this class and you pay for it, and then I want this class and then you pay for it, then I want to give you money back for shipping, but then it's like I give you a shipping rebate voucher on the back end, and then you could use that on a future purchase. So that's it. Just the more that we can plan ahead. And I do have people that we call, they're like my Post-it note club, that they take every class with me all the time, and they just say, make me a little list and send me an amount, and that works too. So everybody does different things. The main thing is that you guys, I get your name in one of these books to take a class, okay? So that's the purplicious and the yellowishes book now. So, okay, let's set you on the floor. And we're gonna walk through. You guys, I pulled out my glass mat. Oh man, I did. I thought, well, I might as well put it in here so that you guys can see it. I literally took it out of the plastic about like 15, 20 minutes ago. I don't know, 30 minutes ago. And so it's cool. If I was so happy, it fits into my space right here. So it's a good size. Yeah, I do have to figure out how to get like the glare things off of here, but I know people said that certain lights will do different things, and I guess I'll figure that out as we go. But this is what you can get for your starter kit. So during sale-a-bration, you can sign up to join Stampin' Up. You could sign up through me, the Be Happy Stampers, and this is an option for you to get the glass mat. And I don't know, there's a glass mat, there's a silicone thing that's sitting over there, and like a little white cloth to clean it. And so during sale-a-bration, January 4th through the 28th of February, you get this for free as part of your starter kit, or you can choose or opt to get $30 extra in product if you already have a glass mat and you don't want another glass mat. So it's here, yay! I took it out of the plastic, you guys. I have a thing with like not taking things out of plastic because I feel like it protects it longer. So like my cutter still has its plastic on it. All right, so January rolls around too, and we transition to this. Not transition, but we also add in another catalog it's called the mini catalog. I call it the spring mini catalog, so you'll see me referring to it that way. I cannot open this up until, hi Hilda Nell, I cannot open this up until January 4th. So we're not allowed to show you the inside of it, but I can tell you there's lots of pretty things in here for us to create with. Yes, okay, so the story on the glass mat. So it was available for demonstrators or discount shoppers, hobbyists, however you want to call yourself. You're with Stampin' Up. Hi, Debbie Gass. She's thinking about it. Yay! It was available to us on December 5th when pre-orders started, and they sold so many of them that they were afraid that they were going to sell out before the promotion started for new team members or people to join our team to sign up, and they didn't want to risk not having enough for the people to get it if they wanted it for their starter kit. So what they said is they put it off, they took the number out, and if you sign up during the promotion, they should have enough to cover through the promotion, and they said they were going to make it available to demonstrators again starting on March 4th. And now I'm not sure if that's all based on how many demonstrators sign up and get it, because they might only have so much stock. All I know is that it's out, and if there's availability after the promotion ends, that it will be first come, first serve while supplies last. So Anna's thinking about it too. So excited. So good question though. I hope it becomes available, but I'm not crossing my fingers. And I would say if it becomes available, the sooner you get it, the better your odds are getting one before they run out. Yes, Gwen said now both me and Mary have white glass mats. Oh, I should ask Stephen about the lights. Good call. Good call. Yep, teamwork makes the dream work. Hi, Wendy, Tick, and Merry Christmas to you as well. All right, so this stuff is starting on January 4th, all right? So let's get going on what, and I think for all of my in-person local peeps, I have your catalog sitting on my counter now. I have to just notify all of you they're ready to pick up. For those that I mailed them out, they're all mailed out except for I have 3 on my back table yet that I've got to work on getting out. And today I've got a few things I'm going to ship, and I'm going to try to make that happen. So, all right. So let's start with this, and we're going to rock and roll hoochie coo through all of this. Whew. All right. So normally I would start with the monthly class, but for some reason I have a different class next to me. And the reason is for the season. Oh, Dee's going to rejoin in February. Yay. I'm so excited to hear that. All right, so I'm going to start with this class over here, only because it's actually the next class that I am going to be kitting up for mailing, and I want to make sure you guys see it right away. So if you go to extras in January, there's 2 extras in January that are really important that you guys let me know. I'm kitting these up on the same day. Well, we are kitting them up on the same day. I believe we're kitting them up on December 28th. So if you get either one of these classes, they will mail together. So that's my plan. One is the spring mini catalog sale-a-bration fun folds class, and the other is the heartfelt hexagon. So I want to talk about those first. They're 2 different types of classes. One is an order-based only class, unless you're on the team, and then the other one is it's order-based, or you can get it for a fee, so you could pay for it. So let's talk about the launch party first. So you guys, this is under extras in January. I am going to add, oh, I did add it already, 10 a.m. No, I didn't add it yet. So I am adding something onto the calendar. You guys don't laugh. January 6th is a Saturday. So for those of you that are local to me and want to come to this class in person, I'm adding this. I wasn't going to, but I already have 3 people signed up. So now I'm like just going to make it happen. So we're adding on one option. And when I publish the class, I'll also publish that change. It's not on here, but we're going to do a Saturday morning option. All right, fun folds. You guys love fun folds. I do know this. Oh, Jenna can help me with lighting too. Perfect. I hope that I don't have to switch my lights. That's like, because I don't, like, I already bought a second set of lights for if these ever die, that I'm already set, because it almost happened that they didn't start. So I've already bought a different set. So maybe I could still return the other set and get something different, but Jenna will talk. All right. So fun folds. You guys are loving fun folds. I do 3 fun folds classes a year. 1 in January, 1 in February, both revolving around sale-a-bration product, and then we do a holiday edition later in October. So this is the first one, and it is, all right, lots of fun. So I will say, this is one of the cards. I have to give props to Deb Norman. I will share her card when I have class. She did a card similar to this layout back for a team swap party. And so it opens like this. So we're going to go through. For those that don't know, when you get a class with me, everything's die cut, unless it's a focal image that needs to get stamped first. But anything is die cut, anything is embossed, anything is scored. That usually, not everything is cut, and we're going to talk about that on one of these cards. But generally, it is. But here's your first fun fold for the sale-a-bration class that we have coming up. Now, this is on January 3rd in person, or it's January 4th online. And then this is the one where you have to do your cutting. I had a talk with you guys in the past about what I can and cannot do in terms of work for you. This one, I lost the gem, and it's going on this card right here. I know where it goes. Okay. Hi, Becky Gandolfo. Okay, so this is what the card looks like. Okay, and so it features, oh, wait. I like to show it with you guys what you use for stamp sets. So in this one, you need a sentiment and something to stamp on the focal side here. I used the Adoring Hearts, which is a new stamp set, and then the dies got used for this. Now, if you don't have this, though, it's okay. You can use anything else, all right? You don't have to use those sentiments. This stamp set features the new set called Bright Skies. It says, you brighten my cloudy days, and there's some dies in here. So again, if you don't have this set, this is actually designer series paper, and you're gonna have your clouds in your kit. You need a sentiment, and I would, if you have another sentiment, you could always stamp something else up there. But the card shuts like this, and it opens like this. And this was a Susie Stocks that I cased her card. I love it. I did stamp a sun here, but if for any reason you don't have a sun, you could always get by with not stamping the sun, and it would still look like a sun peeking out of the clouds. This one is the one where I said, I'm not going to cut this line for you. All right. So your card, I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. Just putting this out there. The only score that's going to be done for you is the score that goes through the middle, and you're going to get just a traditional card base. And I'm going to show you how to score this, show you how to score this, and then show you how to cut through the middle so that it helps me and my helpers, so that it would take us to cut 100 of these. It would take us hours. I know it would. And so you guys are going to help us out by doing your own scoring, and cutting. All All right. Otherwise, generally that stuff is done for you, but because this is a special fun folds, I'm just preparing you guys mentally. There will be work to do for this card besides just glue stamping and assembling. All right. So that's that card. I don't know what it's like a Z. It's not. It's like a Z fold. All right. Then you guys might, if you caught me for mystery card night, you saw that we did this card. I was so excited to put this together during mystery card night with you. This is actually your Fun Folds card number 3. And this features wild ferns, but it's only a sentiment from wild ferns. And that actually comes from a new beach set. So you just need a few sentiments and then a focal image. Otherwise, the embossing's done. You'll get your pretty designer paper with a bird on it and some ribbon. All right, so that is the third card for Fun Folds. Now, for the fourth card, you're going to get one of these patterns. It's the same layout, but I have to be strategic about the paper. And so this is the softly stippled paper. And you're going to get this one or this one or this one. And I don't know, there's no rhyme or reason to the kitting up. We're kitting 36 of this one, 32 of this one, and 32 of this one. And when you open them up, that's how it opens up. And I'm going to teach you. This was Vanda Saia. She sent me a card that I cased, and I'm going to teach you how to cut the corners off and how they go down here on the bottom to do this one. And so you're going to get one of these. And again, the bows will be made for you, or you'll have to do your little overhand knot. The dies that got pulled in for this are these dies right here. So cool. They're from Thoughtful Expressions. And stippled roses is what goes with this paper, but I didn't use any of, oh, I did. I used Happy Mother's Day. But again, sentiments are your choice. You could always stamp whatever you want for a sentiment in there and then put a focal image in there and call it good. So this class is free with a $50 order anytime now. How the classes work to get them free is they're free in the month. So if you place an order in December, you can pick a class in January or the current month or a past available class. If you place an order today, it does not qualify for a class in April or March or February, unless it's the specific suite that I'm featuring. And we'll talk about that when we get to that class. So you liked Mystery Card Night. Good, good, good. All right. Hi, Gwen O'Donnell. Okay, so that is the first class of the new year. It's on January 3rd for those in person, 10 a.m. and 6. And then it's January 4th at 6 p.m. for my whole online community. And if you want to do in person with me on Saturday the 6th, that's at 10 a.m. Okay. So you guys are liking the mystery card. So yay! So it's a fun layout. It's super easy too. So, okay. So that's what we have. I need one of these stamp sets back. Not either of those though. Okay. So I have it behind me actually. I have this needs to go here and this needs to go here. Okay. Now, the next one that's hot after that, the next day on Thursday, nope, actually 2 days later on Friday, we have the Heartfelt Hexagons order-based class. So that means if you're my customer, not on my team, it's free with a $50 order. If you're on the team, the Be Happy Stampers, one of the team perks is that we want to promote the team to stay active. And not that if you're a customer and a demonstrator on somebody else's team, that we don't want you to stay active. We definitely do, but it's a team perk, right? So that's why we give the team the option that if they want to purchase this class, they can. And if you're not on the team, it would be a free with a $50 order. And it features the Heartfelt Hexagon, which was an online exclusive that carried over into the catalog. And these are what we made. So now with this class, we're doing a little gift for you. Everybody who takes the class is going to get one 6x6 sheet of each one of the designer papers from the Softly Stippled pack. And you're actually going to cut your own designer paper. So for those attending in person with Diane on the 5th in the morning, you're going to need to bring your paper trimmer. And for those attending online, I'm going to go through and walk to cut the designer paper. And you're going to have leftover pieces. This is actually the designer paper. It's not a stamp, so you need sentiments there. This one is sentiments as well. Sentiments and something for the outline. This is my favorite one out of all of them. And then sentiments. So again, if you're a customer to me and not on my team, it's free with a $50 order, always using the host code. If you're on the team, it's $20 or mailed is $26. And that features Heartfelt Hexagon. And so that's an extra in January. All right. Good stuff. Like we started doing the order-based classes about a year and a half ago. And you guys have been liking them. It's an extra class, and who doesn't want an extra class, right? So what we did is to help support Diana and me to keep to keep our sales strong at the end of the quarter. That's why we do a quarterly order-based class. So very good. Okay, so those two classes are the first week of January. We're kitting them up on the 28th, and you could start getting signed up for them now. You can start placing orders to get them now. So perfect. All right, now we're gonna reverse, and we're going to go back and do monthly classes here. So monthly is the core class that I started off doing like back in 2015, I would say. And it consists of 3 different bundles. And I pick whatever I want, and we go from there. So we actually didn't use Bright Skies. The 3 cards are featuring, like, I kind of got Valentine's Day pulled in here, and then I pulled in, this is actually the most adored free sale-a-bration paper, and then this is the Sunny Days sale-a-bration paper. So I was going to do a Bright Skies, but then I ended up with cherries. And the cherry bundle or cherry stamp and punch are still available, and they go really nicely with that cherry paper. So this one is called Sweetest Cherries, and I generally didn't use anything except for a sentiment on the outside. Everything is going to be punched out or die cut. And then on the inside is where I have a lot of the stamping. So that is the Sweet Cherries, part of the monthly class. Oh, Anna, side note, she said that she's loving the guessing game that I'm doing. So I got you guys here for a moment. We did this guessing game last year too, and I had positive results from it, and you guys loved knowing all these numbers, and just I'm blown away by them too. So I'm like, as long as I'm getting the numbers, I love sharing them. And so what I wanted to share with you too is I created a post, and I pinned it to the top of the Cards by Christine page. And so if you're missing, or like the guessing numbers are like getting out of order, or you can't find them, that post actually has question 1 and a link to it, question 2 and a link to it, question 3 and a link. And every day I've been adding the questions to it, so that like right now, if you just go to that post, you can see all 7 questions, click on them, put your answers in. We have 15 or 14 questions, and I'm going to be scheduling a live sometime in the first week of January to go. I think I'm going to give everybody till like the first or second to get their answers in, and then it's going to take us a day or 2 to compile the data of who's the winner or who's tied with the right answer, and then we'll do the drawing or do the live sometime like towards the end of that week. So okay, thanks for bringing that up, Anna. I appreciate it. All right, so Sweetest Cherries, and then Sending Love. I love this little mailbox. This is so adorbsy. So the little, we got a little gold flag. If you're attending the Winter Escape with me, this is one of your escape cards that we are dual purposing. So you'll make this card in the escape, plus you would make it in the January monthly class. But who wouldn't want 2 of this card? Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Little package. I love it. Okay, sorry. This one, I love it. Blending brushes though. This paper is actually white, and you use a blending brush or sponge, and you make it blue with Balmy Blue ink. Okay, so that's the Sending Love one. And then this one is Adoring Hearts. And I'm using this new die that also is a hybrid, and it embosses and it die cuts at the same time. So really there's no sentiment on the outside. I lost that gem. I know where it is though. Can't get these little guys to stick on. You gotta press them really good to get to that paper to stick. So this one then I do have With All My Heart, thinking of you with all my heart. And again, whatever you'd want to put on the inside, you can. Mine came from Adoring Hearts. So some of my dies are missing because they're out with my helpers right now getting die cut. So that's the monthly class. This class is free with a $50 order, or it is $21. What is it? It's 17 and 6. It's 23. It's 23 mailed. Okay. If you're doing in person, it's $17. I don't know if you guys noticed, we did increase the prices slightly for by $2 for each class. And then the ordering amount went from 45 to 50. Most people do 50, and especially with sale-a-bration for January and February, you get free gifts with $50 purchase. So that's why we just made that change with the new year. So it's just part of it, you guys. I hate doing it, but it's part of it. We need to do it. So that's the monthly class for January. So that's this first section here. These are the 3 cards. Okay. Let's move to the sweet classes. So this sweet class here is the Be Mine. Okay, I did good here. I referenced January, February, March, April. I noticed that I didn't do that over here or over here or over here. But you can assume, it is safe to assume that it's January, February, March, April. January, February, March, April. I need to put like the month in front, and I'll do that, and then I'll update it. But this is the Be Mine card class, and it features the Be My Valentine stamp set and punch. And so you guys might have seen these already because we've made these a little bit ago. So this is, in case you're doing the escape, this is a dual purpose card. But again, you'll get 2 seed packets. One if you do this class here, and one if you do the escape. So you get to like use one as a sample, and you could give one away, or you could give them both away. But I found these seed packets, and I thought that they were perfect to put in with this card. And so you're giving the gift of a seed packet. Or you could put something else in there too. You could put bookmarks or whatever else, but you just need a sentiment. All of these cards that have a B on the outside, these two, that's the designer series paper. And then this one has a B that actually gets put on the inside. And so that's designer paper. So on this card, it has a pocket, and then it opens this way. And apparently, oh, there it is. I was thinking I didn't do it, but I did it. You're gonna just need something for your inside. This one, you need a sentiment here, and then you'll have the little B that you can glue on the inside. So Sweet Sorbet is the primary color for this class that you'd need ink for. Little book card for you. So when you open this up, it's got a little baby book. I love it. And then we've got one more pocket card here for you. And you need a sentiment across there. And then this opens like this. I always keep my recipe in there. And so very little bit of stamps needed. A lot of sentiments, basically. No focal images, really, except for the inside. Sweet Sorbet, general color. So this is free with a $50 order, or you can pay for it. This class is $20 or $26 mailed. Now, this is the class that I said that you get an exception. The exception is noted by an asterisk, right? When you're reading in a book and you see an asterisk, you know to look to the end of the document. So I've got on the back side here, my featured suite bundle class. If you order the Be Mine bundle and any other item from the suite by January 18th, you can attend any of the 3 classes. So my 2 in-persons or the online, and you get a half a pack of the Be Mine DSP for free. I cut it down to 6x6 if you need it mailed to you. So in February, it's Trusty Tools. In March, it's Lovely and Sweet. Painted Lavender is in April. So these are the exception to the rule. I do have people that take every single suite class with me with the catalog, and what they do is on the first part of the month of January, they'll order all of the bundles and they use them for those classes. And that's the only exception where if you order the Painted Lavender or Perennial Postage bundle in January, you can use it towards the class here. And I do that because I'm being specific that I need these stamp sets for the cards, and I don't want to risk you going to place the order in March and it's out of stock already. So we already know up front now, these are what I'm featuring for the featured suite bundle. If you purchase any of these bundles, it can be banked for that specific class. All right, so if you get Painted Lavender in January and you tell me you want to take that class, yep, that works. And then when I go to mail that class for you in April, you'll get the half a pack of DSP. So that's the only time that you can really bank a class, bank your order to get a class out in the future, okay? So that's the Sweet Bundle class. And I've always done it that way just because I'm so excited that you're picking the class, or you're choosing to purchase the bundle that I picked for a class, that you like it that much that you got the bundle from me, then the class is free and you get the little gift from me, which is usually paper. So yay. Okay, so that is the Be Mine. Now, I'm going to move. So again, this was the dual purpose escape card, okay? So you've seen 2 escape cards now, everybody. All right, so then I'm going to go to the bottom here. So I like to dual purpose where I can and not reinvent wheels. So I started doing a beginner's class at 1111 Burgers and Beignets here in town. And they're brand new to stamping. A lot of them have never stamped before. And so I had 4 the first month in November, and I had 8 in December. And at the last class, I had taken some cards along, and they really loved this card a lot. And so I know it's retiring, and I have a couple packs saved to do the cutting for this. So if you're going to be local to me and you want to do like a little beginner's class, this one's great because it's a little bit of stamping and it's adhesive gluing. And then the other class they want to do is a Valentine's Day. So I picked this card, which is, I think, good for a beginner as well. And so these are the 2 beginners cards for 11:11 burgers and beignets. Again, not redesigning or designing more, but trying to utilize the already a plethora of cards we design on a monthly basis to do for the beginner's class. Paper Pumpkin. Now, Paper Pumpkin is a class that Kelly Lamb does. And if you ever see on the back here, that means I have pumpkins. I have a lot of pumpkins for December. I don't think I changed my subscriptions, and I ended up with 2, 4, 6, 7 extra. So I always have them back there. If you see them, that means they're available for purchase. I can mail them to anybody in the United States. And just reach out to me if you're looking to get the December Paper Pumpkin. I also have the August Paper Pumpkin still available. Other than that, I usually sell out of them every month. I don't usually have a lot of extras. So all those are really current except for the August one. So Karen said, on a side note, I would like one of your December Paper Pumpkins. I have one. Yay. So I can go here and put your name on it, Karen. Okay, so I will set this off to the side for you. Perfect. Okay. Whew. All right, so there, 1 pumpkin. It's going to find a happy home. All right, so there's the pumpkins. Kelly does the class every month. She makes one of each of the cards as they are shown in the kit, and then she makes an alternative so that you guys can be inspired. Sometimes you get the kit, you're like, it's just a kit, like it's not that exciting. But when you can use the pieces within a kit to make alternatives, that is so cool because they have a lot of pretty cool elements in these kits. All right, then I have on the next part is the mystery card night. So for those of you that love the mystery card night, the dates are set. Like, this is not set in stone. This is set in ink, but doesn't mean that things can't change, right? So, but generally, these are on Monday nights except for a Thursday in April, and that's because of the incentive trip that I've earned. If you're a mystery card fan, those are your dates, right, for the whole year. We make a card together. All right, first page complete. Now let's flip this over and let's talk ink, paper, scissors. Again, you guys, I forgot to put January, February, March, April, but know that they do go in chronological order. You guys have been waiting for this one, the perennial lavender. All right, we are going to be using perennial lavender a couple times. So it got used here for ink, paper, scissors in January. It's also being used for the sweet class in April. I love purple. So we decided to use them. So not to confuse, but if you want to get signed up for ink, paper, scissors, that one is a product, that is a product-based class, meaning you'll get the purple, let me show you. You'll get the purple gems in this one, and you'll get this faux leather trim. And then a quarter pack of the designer series paper. This one features perennial postage and painted lavender. Lots of I love these postage stamps. They're so cool. Stamps. The dies are so cool. And this one has more of the focal images. So that's what was used for this class. Now, but what do you need? All right. You need, hi Colby. I would like one of your December paper pumpkins. I can mail them. Yes. All right. So Colby, you have my email address right here. I'm going to take a Post-it note and I'll write your info here. And I need you to get me your email address, your phone number, and your address so that I can know where to mail it to. The pumpkin itself is $27.50, and then I look in my pirate ship how much it is to ship it to you. It's generally $7 to $9. Sometimes if you're in California or the East Coast, it's a little bit more because it has to travel further. But send me an email. Yes. Okay, I just saw that. Okay, so perennial lavender. So pretty. Okay. With this one, it's an ink, paper, scissors, so you're going to cut your own designer series paper. But that's what that looks like. So pretty. With every online class that I do, you also get a PDF tutorial sent to you. My New Year's, get this, you guys. Some of you have heard this. My New Year's resolution to you, because I have the help of an amazing lady named Jolene, she reached out to me because I called out for help, and she volunteered her assistance with helping me with my PDF tutorials. And so she's already working, you guys, she's already working on the heartfelt hexagons. She's already working on the Be Mine. And her goal is to help me get them written so that, well, I made it my goal. She's going to help me though, to get them to you that the day that your kits are mailed out, your PDF tutorial is also emailed out to you so that as soon as you have your kit, you could start working on it if you want to work ahead. All right. Is that a good thing? Because one of the things that I feel the worst thing about is getting you a tutorial 2 days before class. Even though it's there before class, I would love for them to be to you sooner. Okay, so Debbie Guest says she loves the paper, and Gwen says, yes, perennial lavender. Okay, so this one is so pretty. That glimmer paper of the peacock and the purple was a perfect accent for these cards. So all these die cuts are done for you. You'll have your little leather trim to put on, add some embellishments, and so it's just the paper itself is so pretty. So we tried to feature as much of the designer paper as we possibly could. And this one, we tried to make it like a sprig is coming down here. So sentiment, this purple butterfly. You guys, we pulled in the purple butterflies from the Meadow Dies. So very cool. You will notice, like when you get your bits and parts from us, like this purple butterfly and this purple butterfly are cut out of the middle of your postage stamp. We like to utilize paper the best we can. And then here's another one. And so this one goes this way and then that way. It's so fun to see both sides of the pretty designer series paper. So you need a sentiment for that one as well. So we designed it in a way that sentiments and then focal images on the inside. So this class is, if you're in person or local to me, $32 for porch pickup or in person. And if you need it mailed to you, it's $39. So I do know, for those that want to know, I do plan to mail ink, paper, scissors with the suite class. And so if you're deciding to take both of those classes, I will give you, and you're paying for both of them, I always take $4 off when I can consolidate classes. So, so if you're wanting classes, it's just best to list them out and I'll tell you how much to send. All right, let's just stamp. Okay, so, just a note, ink, paper, scissors is in person with Diane on the 30th and me, it's odd, right? It's a Wednesday, the 31st. I wanted to keep the January ink, paper, scissors in January. This year, 2023, I did it in February, like February 1st. And so there was a ink, paper, scissors for January and February, and February's was in February, and it gets confusing for you guys. It can get confusing for us, having two ink, paper, scissors in the same month. And so I purposely made this be January 31st, so it's still in January, so it's not as confusing. I feel like every online ink, paper, scissors is actually in the month that it's meant to be. So we did that strategically. If you're doing in person, it might flow over to the next month in 2 cases, but otherwise, generally we got this kind of situated so that it's in the month that it is. Because we usually refer to it as the January ink, paper, scissors, and when there's January ink, paper, scissors in February, it can be confusing. So, okay, noted on that. All right, let's just stamp. So if you're in person, ink, paper, scissors with Diane, let's just stamp in person with Diane. January 23rd with Diane, and for me, it's on a Monday. I did a little switcherooing with you guys. We consolidated the club class from, so if you're a part of my monthly Monday night, we actually put it back to 6 p.m. on Monday night versus 6:15, and that we merged the Wednesday and the Monday night together. And so that means that my Monday at 1 o'clock on the 2nd, Monday of the month, is the club class or the monthly class. And now let's just stamp is going to be moved to the 3rd Monday. So you guys will get me twice on a Monday. Once for let's just stamp, and then in the evening for mystery card night. So you're gonna get 2 lives in a day, and that's just how we're gonna go. So hi, Jeannie Parker. All right, so let's just stamp features detailed dogwood. Now, detailed dogwood and heartfelt hellos, they're both sale-a-bration. So you get this free with a $100 order, and this is free with a $50 order, and that's what was used on these cards. If you do not have detailed dogwood, that's okay. You probably have some other focal image that you can use. You're gonna get a piece of paper that big, and you're gonna be able to stamp them. If you don't have and complete with hair, if you don't have detailed dogwood, you could stamp something else and fill up this side of the card. But ultimately, you'll get a strip like this, and we went and we did emboss, you guys. It kind of matched nicely with the paper. So we don't generally emboss for this class, but we decided to make the executive decision to emboss because it looked good. All right. So you need some sort of focal image to put on the outsides of these 2 cards. And this one, we made it into a gatefold like that. And then this last one features the other stamp from this set, this guy right here. And again, if you don't have it, what else could you use? Hi, Hunky Doodle. All right, so these are your bows will be made for you. Very nice. And there's your inside double matting for this one and ink, paper, scissors. This is free with a in-person $30 order. Online is $50 order. Otherwise, it's $17 or $23 mailed. And for those that would like to know, I generally am, like for January, I'm going to be mailing this class at the same time the monthly class is mailed. I know. So there's 3 shipments for January. We do one in December, one in early January, and then one after the escape. So, all right, so that's detailed dogwood. All right, we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. Okay, let's go to games and prizes. There's nothing for January for games and prizes. The Technique Club class with Rose. So she's featuring Be Mine. We kind of mentioned that. Let's just find the cards really quick. I don't have the physical cards here. She just got me photos. Let's see if I can share with you the photos. All right, let me go right here. So she's got the bubble wrap plastic technique. So one of the cards features the technique and the other 2, they all feature the same stamp set. So this is one of your cards. So for that bee, if you don't have the black ring for the bee, you could always freehand and draw the black in if you want. You'll get the bee already punched out in yellow, and then the wings, you can create your own wings too by finding some hearts that you might have and put that on. So that's one card. There's your other card. So you need a sentiment here. This is the technique that she's featuring, and it might be hard to see it, but it's taking bubble wrap and using a brayer, how to do it, and it's super cool. She's going to teach you how to do that in class, and here's the other one. So if you don't have the bee to stamp on there, you could stamp anything on that white section. So the Technique Club class with Rose, I'm going to show you the fun fold on this. It's really cool, this card right here. So it opens like this, and it has a little pocket there too. So that's very cool. So this is a Technique Club with Rose that if you do in the States, it's a $50 minimum order. After 10 months, you earn a $75 host reward amount, and you get a half off item. The cool thing about this class, I'm going to grab my binder really quick. The cool thing about this class, it's 3 cards, but you start to collect all these for your binder. I don't provide the binder. I don't provide the page protectors. I know that Rose provides page protectors, but she might change that in the future. She said, I just listened to her class on Tuesday. They're becoming hard to find, but you get them on Amazon. They actually came in with this cookbook that I bought. So I'm so excited. I have 12 months worth here. So we create this top card for you, and I print this off for you and cut it. So all you have to do is insert them into your binder. Okay, so with my recipe book, I got these recipe cards. Okay, so I'm going to share that with you in a second. This I wanted to show you. This is like what a PDF tutorial would look like. If you get an online class with me, it would have pictures of the cards and then the measurements if you want to recreate, and then also the instructions on how to create. And so I've been printing off Rose's here. So I've got all 12 months worth of her tutorials here. You could put them in a 3-ring binder. And so with this, you get the half off item at the end of 10 months. So I do mine a little bit different than Rose does. Rose, if you're in Canada, you join our club and you're the hostess for one of the months within the 10 months. For me, I started it, hi Donna Grushki, I started it in January of this year. So it's 12 months complete. And starting in October, I had, I think, 3 or 4 people that were in it from the very beginning, got to cash out and pick $75 of host rewards and a half off item. And then in November, I had some people. In December, I had some people. And I know Angelique will be in February. And so I have now, mine are going to be staggered, that you get your rewards at the end of your 10 months. And so it'll just flow that way. So it's very cool. Okay, so from that class then, you guys, but the next one here, Share, Create, Inspire, that prompted us to use the recipe cards. I send these out to people who request them via my Google form. And so I started to collect started in March, where I get a recipe from you. It's like a reverse mystery night. I don't know what I'm creating. And so you guys sent me a recipe card and then your card in an envelope that, here, this is Angelique. So you send me your card in an envelope and we open it after I'm done making my card. And so I've already got Carissa's for the month of January. And so I'm excited because I've gotten to make some awesome cards that I probably would have never created, but you guys sent me your recipe. And so that is called the Share, Create, Inspire card class. And if anybody wants to get the form from me, you guys, I do request that you use my recipe cards because I want everything to be cohesive. And if you're wondering where to find it, if you go to any one of these dates, like January 18th, if you go to January 18th and click on it, there's a spot here that says, click here to be taken to the form. And then it takes you right to the form and you fill it out. And then every so often I go out there to see who I need to send a form to. And I send out a blank recipe card to you in the mail. All right, so that's the Share, Create, Inspire. Fun. It's kind of like a mystery night in reverse. Debbie might be in January. Oh, did you mean that you're going to give me a recipe card in January? I have Carissa's set up for January, but I don't have anybody lined up for February. So if anybody wants to get a form, just let me know. Kit classes. Okay, so Stampin' Up! Has been coming out with some pretty amazing kits, and I throw a class on. They were always random. Until this year, I got consistent, and they're generally on Fridays, but except for in February, I put it on Valentine's Day at noon or 1, whenever it is, or 11, because I don't generally do a Valentine's Day class at night, or I don't do a class on Valentine's Day. So otherwise they're Fridays, one Thursday in there, but we'll make a kit together, and I don't change it up. I just try to show you how fun and easy it is to make the kit as is, and then we get inspired from it, and we usually zhuzh them up, or like we add bases to them and change it just slightly, but kind of keep them as is. So that's the kit class. Hunky Doodle is just going around in circles here trying to get comfortable. So Be Happy Stampers, there's nothing really on the docket for the team in January, but you can still sign up for the team spot party that I have on February 18th. You can get signed up for that in the team page. Okay, in extras in January, we have 2 other things that are here: the Spring Mini Catalog DSP Sampler and the Product Share. So in case you're wondering what the DSP Sampler is all about, we're working on it. Actually, you guys, you asked me, are you going to take some time off for Christmas? No, it's usually my brother down from Stevens Point, and we, on the 24th, after we're done with the birch from Christmas, then we start working on the sampler, and we finish it usually on Christmas Day. And it's like, my brother helps me with this 3 times a year, and it's usually Mother's Day, and the second weekend in August, and then it's Christmas Day is when we usually do it. It'll be your birthday gift. Great. Oh, perfect. Oh, Debbie, you're going to start the Technique Club in December. I think you've been taking we'll have to look, because I feel like you've gotten the technique class before, so you might have already started. I keep track of all of that. Well, I don't. I have my friend Krista helps me with it. But if you've gotten like the technique class, it's consecutive, right? It's not 10 sporadic. It's 10 consecutive. So yeah, but we can look into that. So on Christmas Day, we make all of these. And so it was Thanksgiving Day when my brother and I worked on this one. I have one left, and I'm just sharing. This is the add-on for all the online exclusive stuff that Stampin' Up! Like all their online exclusive designer papers. So I have one left, one lonely little soldier here. If somebody's interested, reach out to me. And then this is kind of what it looks like. So you'll get a sampling of the little squares. So that's the annual catalog. This was the mini catalog. So you get a 2x2 square and then a little color swatch. And we're working on this for the Spring Mini Catalog. So that is available if anybody likes that tool. I believe I have 62 reserved already for people, and I'm making 72. Yeah, you have since April. Oh, you think you're going to get your host rewards in January. I think that's what you meant. Okay, I didn't know what you were referring to when you said in January, but whatever it is, maybe send me an email and say, hey, can you check to see where I'm at with that? And I can help you with that. So I get a list from Carissa every couple months. Okay, so the DSP Sampler, if you're participating in the Winter Creative Escape with me, like via a mailed or perch pickup or in person, your sampler will be either mailed in your box at no additional charge, so no shipping if you get in your box, or if you're coming in person or doing porch pickup, it'll be on your counter once we have them made. We're going to be finalizing them probably like on Wednesday or Tuesday, like getting the slips in and getting them all closed out. So, okay, so that's the DSB sampler. Now the product share is a little bit different. The product share is actually a sampling, and I'm looking to see where my sample is. It's a sampling of, I think it's over here. Let me go grab it really quick. It's a sampling of, oh yeah, it's right here. I have an old one from the past. So this is the silicone thing here that goes with this. And then you get a little chamois thing that I've let dry out. And so that also comes with your glass mat. So I just thought I'd grab that really quick. So a sampling of, so the product share is you're sharing with others. So usually about 5 people or 8 people or however it works, you get a sampling of everything. And we've come a long way on this. So like you get a 6x6 sheet of every pattern. Now this is from a couple years ago. I saved this one just to share with you guys to show you. You get a 6x6 of everything. Sometimes you get note cards and envelopes. This time you will. That's a hot mess, but I'm going to show you what we're working on. We already started working on the Winter Creative Escape goodie bag, and everybody will get one. This is the embellishment. We've come a long way, you guys. So when you open this up, this is what you'll get. This is how we organize the embellishments now versus putting them loose like this. This was a hot mess, we learned. And then the ribbon gets all wound up nicely with a little slip of paper around it to hold it. So this is basically what you'll get for the embellishment share in the goodie bag, either for Winter Creative Escape or the product share. So those that are wondering, the Winter Creative Escape, you get a $50 goodie bag, and you get, this is the embellishment. You'll get, for the Escape, you get 1 yard of ribbon, and for the product share, you'll get 2, but otherwise you get a sampling of both. And then you get 1 6x6 paper in both the Escape and the product share. So if you're doing the Escape with me and you want the product share, just know that the product share is generally the same, just a smaller, less amount of ribbon. Otherwise, you don't need to get both, right? So it's like you get a double dipping if you're getting you don't have to get a product share if you're getting the Escape from me. So I owe you an email about classes. Yeah, sounds good, Debbie. Yes, that would be good. So the product shares are out on my website. I have not emailed about it, everybody, but it's out on my website. You can either get the papers, the ribbons, or the embellishments, or you can get all of them. And it's not as much as it normally is. There's a lot less ribbons. There's only 3 ribbons or 4 ribbons. There's normally 8 or there's more. So the ribbon is like a lot less. And the paper, there's 8, but you get all the sale-a-bration. So I'm throwing in 1 each of all the sale-a-bration papers. Here, I got to show you guys the sale-a-bration stuff here that I have. Let me just set this back over here. Okay, so you'll also get a sampling. So if you do the product share with me, you'll get a yard of this ribbon. You'll get a strip of the embellishments. So that was actually in the goodie bag. Okay, and then all the sale-a-bration papers. There's this Flight and Airy. There's the Trusted Toolbox. There's the Sunny Days. And there's Most Adored and Softly Stippled. So even though the value of the product share is actually less than, it's like $40, I'm still including all of the different sale-a-bration stuff in, so you guys get a sampling of all of that too. Here is also one of the other stamp sets you can get free during sale-a-bration. I wanted to share that with you. And there's also this watermelon set right here. That's a sale-a-bration item. So lots of stuff in the sale-a-bration catalog. Okay, anything extra in January? Okay, let's back up just a hair. This is the class tonight. It's called Masterfully Made Ink, Paper, Scissors. And tonight at 6 o'clock, in case anybody wants to watch class, we have these 4 cards we're gonna make. And I do have about 14 left for this class in case anybody would still like to get signed up. It won't be to you in time for class. I can't make the pigeon fly over by you now, but it would come soon, and you could always follow up and make the cards later. Doing this fractured technique and the pinwheel technique, super cool. This was a mystery card layout from a couple months ago. Just very bright and cheerful cards, and so If anybody would like to still get signed up for that, ink, paper, scissors, that is tonight. And then the thing that is also ready for February is the Garden Meadow Stamp-A-Stack. So this is available. Look at this. I'm doing this with the glass mat because I can. Here it is. So we've had these cards designed for about 2 months now as well. So I know there's about 30 of you signed up. I think we're planning for about 20 to 25 more. So there's still room for this one called Garden Meadow. And they're 12 5x7 cards for the Stamp-A-Stack. And they are oh so gorgeous. I haven't even done my insides yet, so we're not going to show you the insides. But we did get the outsides done. And that paper is so exquisite and so pretty. Oh, I'm not going to show you the inside. And then this one. And then we're going to make this one. I'm going to show you and teach you how to cut the paper to maximize how you get the focal part to not waste any of it. And there's that one. So this is a Stamp-A-Stack. So you'll get the Packet Designer Series paper, the embellishments, and the roll of ribbon with your registration for this class. You'll get the 5x7 envelopes that aren't Stampin' Up! Envelopes, but they don't make 5x7 envelopes. And then this one's very similar. That one's really pretty with that pop of pink in there. And then that guy. So that one is a Stamp-A-Stack. It is $65 mailed or $55 in person. And for those that are doing the Stamp-A-Stack and ink, paper, scissors, and the suite class, my plan is to mail all those to you at the same time. So I'm kitting all those 3 classes on the same day. And so that could definitely save some shipping. They'll all fit in the padded envelope together. All right, there's another class that we have ready for you that I just saw back here. This one is far out into April. Okay, so it's April's ink, paper, scissors. So if you go back here to the ink, paper, scissors, Lighter Than Air is the April one. And we needed to make a card for the escape out of this class. So we double dipped. The card that we doubled up on is this one right here. So this will be an escape card as well. So you'll do this one in the escape this month, but then also in April if you do this class. But this is the other one of the other cards, and so we had to do a balloon like that, right? That's fun to do the balloon. And this we made into a gatefold that opens like this. So this is one that if you want to already sign up and pay for it, you definitely can. And it will ship in April though, just know that. Anybody wants to get signed up for card classes and not pay for them until the actual month of the class, that's good too. It always helps me forecast if I know how many people, the earlier you sign up for a class, the easier it is for me to forecast how many we need to kit up. And so that's the last one, and then that opens like that, and we like that layout a lot. So that's ink, paper, scissors featuring hot air balloon. And so that one's in April. We got that one done. All right, and again, we did it early because we were making an escape card for that. Okay, so the new things on the things that I want to call out for next year are 2 new things. One is called a Friday Fun Day, and the first one's in February. I will be sending out details for that. It's going to be more appealing to people who are local to me. It's going to be a one-day event where you come in at 9 and you can stay till like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I'll provide lunch. We'll play some bingo, some prizes, have prize patrol, and you work at your spot. So I'm opening up the hive for the day for people to come and work on things that they want to get done. Past classes or just, it's hard when you're in your house and you have all the distractions. And so when you're away and have a dedicated time and space to work on your stuff, you might be apt to get more things done. And so that's what Friday Fun Day is all about. And compliments to Cheryl Taylor for giving me the idea to do something like this. So we've got that 3 times next year. And then Stampin' Fun in the Sun. I want to call that out too because it's different than an escape. It is going to be an event where it's 4 mini classes in one day, featuring stuff out of the annual catalog. No displays like during the escape, but there'll be creative presentations and lunch will be included. So it's still a one-day event, and you'll go home with a goodie bag and also 4 different classes. And they're not going to be cards, only cards. The one class will be cards, but there will be a 3D project or a picture, a sampler frame. So 4 different things all during the day. So that's what the Stampin' Fun in the Sun is, and it's open to everybody that wants to come in for it. So I know I have one person already on the list. Ellen Brover from Florida is coming up for the event. And I think we're going to throw in a shoebox swap on the Friday night in case anybody wants to do a shoebox swap. So that is, look for that. You guys, that's in the extras in June. I don't have the events created yet, but just stay tuned for that. As soon as I can get that published, I will. Okay. I feel like we've gone through a lot of what I have. I have also a gal on my team. Her name is Jenna Helms. She's a phenomenal stamper. We are not the same. I just like to call it out. We are two different people. We do different things. She has a different style than I do. So we're not trying to copy or clone each other. We do our own thing. So I just want you to know I like to support my team. Gina Bulow is also on my team. Gina did not get me any of her samples to share with you guys, but Gina's whole section is on the back half of the schedule. Because she does her YouTube lives through my channel, you guys have access to see all of her stuff when she goes live, right? So Gina's stuff is all listed here. Again, Gina's doing her own thing. I get people asking, well, can I pay you for Gina's class? No, I don't want to get in the middle. I have enough going on to manage my own stuff. I can't manage Gina's stuff. So if anybody wants to sign up for Gina's stuff, if you send me the email, I'm going to forward it to her with you on copy. And I'm going to say, hey, Gina, so-and-so is looking for information. So Gina's, all of her stuff, you guys, all of her information can be found up here. So if you want to get signed up for one of Gina's classes, just reach out to her directly. You don't even need to copy me on it. I don't mind that you copy me on it, but it's another email, and she's going to be the one that signs you up. She mails your kits. She kits up her stuff. She does her YouTubes through me. Jenna is out of Hudson, Wisconsin. She's also on my team and makes beautiful cards. She has her own YouTube channel, which is awesome, called Brown Dog Craft Company. And she kits up her classes and she mails them out, and you would register through her. So one of the things that I love doing is helping my team in whatever way they need help, right? And so when Gina came to me in the fall and Jenna came to me all within a week of each other and said, oh, I want to start doing classes, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I have a community that loves to create. And if I could give you guys more classes, you would want more classes. And so this is another way for you to get more classes. And the cool thing about Gina does scrapbooking. That is her bread and butter. She loves the scrapbook. So for the people in my world that I don't scrapbook, but you love scrapbooking, you can get a little void filled with Gina with her scrapbooking. And Jenna loves fun folds, and she loves doing techniques. And so you get another fill for more card making and crafting. It's just for us to give you more inspiration and ideas. And like anything, you can take it or you can leave it, right? So if you want to sign up for Jenna's classes, I support that wholeheartedly. If you don't want to, we're okay with that too. Just like you might like one of my classes, but then you might not like the next one. It's okay. That is what we are stampers. We are allowed to make our own minds up and change things as much as we want to, because if we don't like something, we change it, right? So I like to promote these gals because they are actively trying to build their crafting business, and any support you give them is truly appreciated. And so Jenna, excitingly, she finished her cards for January. She mailed them to me Monday morning, and I said, if you had them here by Thursday when I do my live, I will share them so that you guys can see some of her awesome classes coming up. This is what her logo looks like. She also has a spreadsheet, like a sheet like this, that is on her website. You can go and download her class schedule as well. It was really, I love helping as much as I can, and I was able to provide her the template so that you can easily see what she has to offer. And she made these awesome little slips for me, so I can tell you. This is called the Simply Sparkling Bundle class, and it's January 2nd at 8 p.m. So Jenna does her classes on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. 4 cards, $25 with a payment. Other bundles you would need would be Brewed for You, Warmest Heart, So Refreshing, Nothing's Better Than. But again, you guys, we're stampers. We can always interchange as much as we want. And so I'm going to run through and show you the different cards that she's making for this class. You're so delightful. I haven't looked at these yet, Jenna, so I got to ooh and ah over them too. And she does the same thing where if anything can be die cut or embossed, she will provide it die cut or embossed unless it's a focal image. Here she did a little white embossing powder. Her little can is that's super cool. I haven't really seen samples with these products yet. I have it. I bought them. I haven't used them yet. Best Ever Friend. So she will provide the white paper, and you would need to stamp something. So if you don't have the soda can set, what else could you use? And like that's where you get to be creative if you don't have the stamp set. So, and this is her last one for her Simply Sparkling bundle class. So again, it's the first Tuesday in January. So her next here that I have is called the monthly subscription class. It's Heartfelt Hexagon. And so she has this class on January 16th at 8 p.m. And it's $45 per month with a 6-month subscription. On month 6, you get to pick any bundle for half off. Or it's $55 each for one-time purchase. So this is her monthly subscription, and you can choose to be in it or not. It includes supplies to make 9 cards, DSP, a roll of ribbon, 1 pack of embellishments, and envelopes. Okay, so this is kind of like where you're subscribing to get, you're paying per month, but you're getting product, right? So you get embellishments, ribbon, so you're getting a lot for your what you're paying, and you're getting 9 cards. Okay, so this is featuring Heartfelt Hexagons. It's got circle sayings, oval occasions, punch party, and any stamp set with square-shaped sentiments. And so there's that one. And then here's this one, Mr. and Mrs. Let's eat cake. And then this one. So I don't know, Jenna, if you're still watching. I'm not sure if in this case she will punch the. So for me, when I do a class, all of these would be punched for you. But I can't confirm right now if, because you're getting your designer series paper, I don't know if you need to punch your own. So that would be a question that you would need to ask Jenna if you're not certain. So, because I don't want to try to bamboozle you and think, oh, everything's punched for you. Where in this class, you might need to punch your punches or your little hexagons out. So that would be a question for Jenna. This one is Be My Valentine bonus card class. So this is January 30th at 8 p.m. 4 cards, same price as the other one, $25. Very cute little monkey, penguin plays sweet songbirds. And I'm naked. The inside will be completed for class. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's funny. I'm naked. All right, you're as sweet as honey. So Jenna, I'm noticing she does a lot of hot dog style cards. If I do a hot dog style card, I forget to make it a hot dog style card when I actually get it up. Yes, all the pieces are punched out for them. Perfect. Thanks for confirming. The stamps that listed at the bottom are other sets that could also be used. Oh, okay. So when I mention these are other sets that could be used if you don't have it. This could be used if you don't have it. So good call. Thanks for correcting me on that. I appreciate saying that correctly. And then here's this one with the honey. So she would die cut these little squares for you. And look at this. We've got a business size card here. And it opens up like this. So very nice. Very cool. Okay, so other ones that could work for this are the very cute little monkey penguin plays sweet songbird. She's got 2 more classes I want to share with you. And then we're going to talk about the escape really quick. And then we also are going to be live at 3 for the escape showcase. So this one is called Submarine Life Fun Fold card class. 3 fun folds, $25. You could also use Shark Frenzy, Sea Turtle, Whale Done, or Whale Watching if you don't have the submarine yet. Oh, look at this. Hang on. I gotta get my hand in here. So it's got a little spinner. Ah, I love it. Very cool. Very cute. Kids would love that. Adults would love it. Sending Oceans of Love. Oh, another one. You Are Sublime. Very cool. Hello. So she will teach you how to make these cards. Very nice. Happy birthday. And then another spinner. Very cool. Oh, it's so awesome. Look at that. Oh yes, Patricia Settle asked if we could give Jenna's info again. So Jenna is Brown Dog Craft Company. Jenna, you just might write quickly your phone number and your email address in the comments here too, so people can see it. But that's super cool, Submarine Life. And then her last one that I have here is her Let's Craft class, using Sending Love, Enduring Beauty, and Bright Skies. You have a whole bunch of other sets here that you could use. Posted for You, Punch Party, Lift Me Up, Hot Air Balloon. So very versatile. This one's 3 cards, $22. And then You guys, there it is. That's the mailbox. Oh my gosh. So we designed our cards independently, and she also used the background here of the hearts. So that would be one too, where you could always blend it with some balmy blue ink to make it look like sky. Very cool. Look at the bow that she made for you. So Jenna, here's the question. Do you make bows for people as well, or do you give them the ribbon? I know that some other demonstrators would give the ribbon and then you guys make your own bow, but I generally make bows for you guys. Or Chris Duderenke helps me. They all use the Give It a Whirl die. Yes. Oh, look at that. Very cool with the lightning bolt and like the little glittery. Oh my gosh. So that's die cut out of the white paper, and then there's silver glitter behind. Super cool. Brighter skies are on their way. Sprinkled with love. Very good. All right. And then Jenna too, don't forget if you can. So this one, she's got a note. This will be ink blended with boho and blueberry and die cut. Jenna makes the bows as well. So she didn't finish this last card. So she got very close, but she's not quite done. So I'll open it up, but I don't want to lose any papers. So we'll just pull this out to see what she's got going on. I've done this before, you guys, where you get to see underneath the dress of how things kind of work. But so she's going to have this colored. There'll be a bow on here, I'm thinking. And then she's got leaves that are ink blended, and there's one more leaf in here. So that would be your last one that is for the Let's Craft class. Very, very good. All right, so I'll make sure. So I'm going to be sending these back to Jenna in the next day. So very nice. So very good. So you guys, I got to share with you all these beautiful cards. So if you want more or variety in your choices, you will not hurt my feelings if you opt to do Jenna's class with the bees, because mine isn't like you like hers. Like, you guys, we want you to be happy, right? And if you're happy taking my class or Jenna's class or any other demonstrator's class, that's all that matters. Just be happy, right? Have fun with what you're doing. So never take things personally. So, all right. So I do want to call out to Gina has been doing a scrapbooking class for you guys once a month, and she's been doing a technique class with you. Well, we sat together on Thanksgiving Day, and she mapped out and she said she wanted to do more. So just so you know, she's going to be adding in a morning create with Gina on Monday, one Monday a month, and the last Monday, I think. And then she's also adding in one more weekend class a month. So she's going to have 4 classes a month. So if you guys aren't inspired and being creative and crafty, you got to look some help, because I feel there's a lot of inspiration out there. And hopefully you like us so that you like what we're doing. So, all right. The escape. I know that a bunch of you are doing the Winter Creative Escape. If you're not and you want to know what the escape is about, watch at 3 o'clock. So in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be live doing an escape showcase for what the Winter Escape is all about. But for those of you that can't catch it, I want to make sure I cover it here. We covered 3 cards already for the escape, and there's going to be 6 more. And I just want to share with you the other 6 cards here. Hi, Darrell. You're late, but you caught me for a little bit. Yay. So here's another escape card. This will be another escape card. And I will go over the names of the sets like when we do the escape showcase at 3. So the Easter Lily. Here's a perennial lavender for you. Here's a tool card for you, like that. And then you guys will all make in the escape a calendar card featuring wild ferns. So these 6 cards plus the other 3 are what we're doing for the Winter Creative Escape. And again, I went through those kind of quick, but that's because at 3 o'clock I'm going to be live showcasing what the escape is. I have about 10 or 12 spots left for the escape. So I'm going to take about 5 minutes here, and I'm going to show you what I have left for past classes. Oh, Jenna's doing a live tomorrow showcasing off at 11 o'clock if anyone wants more info. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to flip down, and I'm going to share with you guys. Darrell's making Christmas cookies. Yay. I'm going to show with you what I have. So if you're looking for a past class, you might get your pen and paper ready, because I'll tell you the name and show you the card. So this is the October monthly class of this year. I have one lonely little class of this one left, making these 3 cards. Right? So there's that one. I have, for ink, paper, scissors, I have 2 left of Bright and Beautiful using the shakers. 3 of them are shaker cards. So I have 2 left of this class. Okay. I have about 12 left of the Season of Chic ink paper scissors. That makes these 4 awesome cards that are all the different seasons. I ended up with 1 left of game night because somebody actually about 2 days before game night had to back out. And so I have 1 game night left, and these are all fun folds on the inside. So fun folds using the Very Cute. It's an ink paper scissors now at this point. Then I have a few left here of textured floral, which was, oh, sorry, this is artistically inked. That was in, this was in July. So this one was free with an order. If you're interested, reach out. I have about 4 left of the monthly class, being these 3 cards. Okay. And then I have 1 left of January of 2023, which was earlier this year. I have 1 left of this guy. You just need something primarily for the white here. All the rest of this is like die cutter, DSP. It's hard to believe, but I do have 1 left of the Joy of Noel, and I'm missing the card. Oh, I'm interesting. Joy of Christmas. There's 1 more card. It's missing. So that should be in here, but it's not. I might have taken it. But there's 1 left of that one. There's 1 left of the catalog launch party from earlier this year that features the Share a Milkshake, and you make 5 cards. I have Rose's Technique class. I have the Tricks and Treats from October. I have November Very Cute. And I also have December. So in case you want to get started on Rose's Technique class club with me, we could get you started back all the way from October, November, and December and get you caught up in January. You'd already be 4 months into it. All right. Then I have 2 more boxes here. I also have, here's December. So I have December. So I have 4 left for December. I have Let's Just Stamp. Now we just did Let's Just Stamp, and I don't know where the cards are. They're not here, but there were 3 cards using sparkling snowflakes. One of them was this card right here, and there was 1 that was navy and 1 more that was peacock. I have 1 left of Let's Just Stamp from September of this year. That makes these 3 cards. So we're getting down there on a lot of these. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're down to 3 of the potted geraniums. We started this year with a bunch. This is actually a 2022 class from August. And so this is potted geraniums. If you don't have geraniums, you could use other flowers. Then I have, get this, I do have 1 left of the Winter Meadow. I think I do. That was the sweet class for the month of December, making these beautiful blue cards. Hi, Deb Norman. Oh, you got your hair appointment. Good job. Get that hair appointment in right before the holidays. July monthly class was this Darling Details, the Seasonal Branches, and the Lemonade. So I've got maybe 5 of those left. And I have the Textured Floral, which this was a fun fold. And opens like that, like this. And then there was this one, and that one. And that was also a fun fold. Okay, and that one I have 3 left. So it's kind of crazy. When I started doing my past classes with you guys about 3 months ago, maybe I started doing it maybe 6 months ago, I had like 7 boxes, and now that I'm showing them, you guys are able to see them, and then you can, especially those that are new to me that are starting to watch, you don't know what they look like. So I like to show them off so you can see them. I am playing with this glass mat, you guys. It's so silky smooth. It's like glass, right? It's like glass. All right. I hope that's everything. I went through a lot, so that's a lot of information. We kept it down to an hour and a half. Sometimes these could be up to 2 hours, so I'm happy that it's only an hour and a half. I will be live at 3 o'clock, so I'm going to go in and get a little bite to eat because I missed lunch. I'm going to go in and get something to eat, and then I'll be back here about 3 o'clock, or I'll try to stay as close to 3 o'clock as I can. We're going to go through the Winter Creative Escape. So especially if you're signed up for the Escape, we'll go over all the 9 cards, talk about the 3D project, talk about the agenda, talk about what you get for the Escape, and for those that are new and don't know what the escape is, this will be your way to find out what it is. I have about 10 to 12 spots open for people to get signed up yet. So we're going into it with some openings. Our official registration closed on the 16th, but because I'm planning for 120 and we're at like 108, there's still space. So you don't have to worry, it's not closed until the last kit is accounted for. So awesome. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for being with me. It's awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the preview of what's coming up for January and into February, actually, and into April. Wow, we had a lot of stuff that we actually shared with you guys. Hopefully you guys can make your list now and let me know what you want. Make your list and check it twice. Let me know what you want, what you really, really want, and we'll get you signed up for classes. So yay, I'm so excited. All right. Jenna is Central Time. Jenna is on YouTube. Brown Dog Craft Company, and she's at Central Time. She's in Hudson, Wisconsin. She's actually 4 hours to like the northwest of me in the state of Wisconsin. Just across the border is you go across the Mississippi and you're into Minnesota. So Minnesota. All right, you guys. If I missed any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. I will get back to you guys as soon as I can, and it won't be in the next 2 hours though because we have another live. So, all right, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you until I see you in 20 minutes. Bye. I'll count to 10 just in case it ends early. 1.